Well, Darren Hancock's enjoyed a fantastic career, both here in Australia and also overseas. Darren's on the verge of two intriguing milestones, and I caught up with Darren to reflect on his wonderful career. Well, Darren, just one win short of driving 900 winners in Australia and also 2 wins short of training 1,300 winners in Australia. That's an outstanding record.
Yeah, no, I really didn't look at the records. I think the other night when I went on Drop the Hammer, Fred said it was 1,899, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty. I suppose it's pretty good. I don't drive as much as what I used to, so, yeah.
We'll talk about some of the highlights in Australia, but just talking about your career overseas, what brought about that particular change? Darren, lifestyle or looking to further your career?
Yeah, when Harold Park sort of stopped going, like we used to go to Harold Park all the time, you know, it was a great track, but when Menangle came in, and then I thought, oh, it's a good time to just get over there and have a look, and I had a few horses there and a couple of owners, they wanted to send them over with me, so we took about 5 or 6 over there, and they done okay, you know, they were only ordinary horses, but it was a good experience, met a lot of people and had a good time.
2010 was that particular year you decided to leave our shores. As you said, you went with 5 horses, you won 15 races.
Yeah, I had about 50 starters or something, won about 15. The racing, I just want to have a go at it, you know, the driving's different, the racing's good, I loved it, you know, and I'd go back tomorrow, you know, one day. If I get a nice horse, I'll go back over there. But, yeah, I've been to the sales over there and I've been a few times, but I just love the racing over there.
Whereabouts did you compete at, Darren?
Well, firstly, we went to Indiana, Hoosier Park. It's a bit of a track like Menangle, big track. Racing was tough, but we sort of settled in there for 3 months. Then we went upstate New York to a place called Saratoga, where they have the thoroughbreds and that. It was a beautiful spot, upstate New York, and we had a lot of success there. It was a little track, it was a half-mile track, so our horses adapted better there.
A trotter by the name of the Windsurfer did a very good job for you.
Yeah, I took him over. I brought him from Melbourne, and he won a couple here, and then we decided to take him as a good going horse, and yeah, he won probably half a dozen or so races over there. He done a real good job.
It was great to see Todd McCarthy last week driving 4 winners at the Meadowlands. Shane and Lauren Tritton do an exceptional job over there, and also Dexter Dunn. So the Southern Hemisphere performers are certainly making headlines.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Todd's a good driver, and Dexter Dunn, all them guys, and Trittons, they've got a good team of horses, and yeah, there's no stopping them over there really. If you get over there and it opens your eyes, it's a different ball game.
Darren, can you believe it's 16 years since you saluted the judge in the Inter-Dominion at Gloucester Park with Joe Fess?
Yeah, don't seem that long. Yeah, my Corey, my middle son, he was born then. So, yeah, it seems a long time now.
They went across the line, a nose by a nose by a nose, 4 of them together, with the Falcon Strike running second, Smokey Older and Mr. DG. Did you think you'd won the race?
Oh, I wasn't real sure when I went over the line. I weren't game to put the whip up or anything, but I had a little sneaky feeling because he was such a big horse, Joe Fess, and it was a good finish. I'll never forget it.
Oh, certainly no one forgets that particular grand final of the Inter-Dominion. He was a wonderful horse for you, Joe Fess.
Yeah, he was. No, he was a great horse. He went, come from the Riverina, and Bruce Hartley done a great job with him, and then I got him as a 3-year-old, and he went right through, and yeah, he won over $1 million, and he raced in all the big races. He was sort of a real good Grand Circuit horse, you know.
2002, you finished 3rd behind Double Identity and Smooth Satin in the Miracle Mile. Geez, you had some wonderful clashes with those 2 horses right through their ages.
Yeah, he did. He just, Joe used to have to do a little bit more work than them sometimes, but if they had their sit on him, he was hard to beat. But once he led, he was very hard to get around, you know.
That was quite remarkable. You've had a lot of success with trotters.
Trotters, yeah. I've got into the trotters probably since I got back from America, because every second race over there is a trotting race, and I just love the gait, and I love the way they're great to drive. You know, I drove a lot of paces, a lot of good horses, but when you drive a nice trotter, there's nothing like it.
On Thunder Road, Sheer Illusion, and also your latest star, Drop the Hammer. With Drop the Hammer, Darren, what made you changing from the pacing to the trotting style?
Oh, well, he could pace, and like Thunder Road was the same. They both by Bettor's Delight, and he could trot, and one day I worked him there and he just wanted to trot, and I said, oh, I'm going to try him trotting, and about 3 weeks after that I had him in a trotting race at Menangle and he won off a standard start. So Thunder Road was the same, you know. Thunder Road holds the record. He won about 26 here, so, and like Drop the Hammer's on his way there too. He's won 22 or 23 there now, so lovely horses, you know.
Talking about lovely horses, Darren, you've also had the privilege to sit in the sulky behind the likes of Ilva Colo, Tigerish, and also Monkey King.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to drive some really good horses over the years. You know, when guys come from interstate, they used to put me on at Harold Park, and I've drove some real good horses actually. Yeah, so I've been lucky enough that way.
Darren, your father Richard and his brother Brian, two different personalities, two different styles in the sulky. What did you learn most from each one of them?
Yeah, different, completely different people. Dad's more laid back and he don't say as much. Brian's full of yap and, Brian would tell you where you went wrong. Dad would just let you go and, work it out. But both good horsemen, I learn a lot off both of them. I couldn't say one or the other. You still learn off them. Today they're at the stable and I still learn things off them.
Well, you just mentioned the stables, and Brian is still doing a bit of work at your particular property.
Yeah, he must be bored. He's retired and he comes and annoys me 5 days a week. So, but he likes it. He just keeps his eye in and he has a drive in the morning. We work a couple together. So, we have a good old chat and he's having a go.
Darren, do you ever think he regretted his decision about retirement?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he always mucks around with me because I've got a lot of trotters. He goes, I'd love to come back and drive just trotters, So I told him, I said, get your licence and come and drive trotters, because, they're pretty safe, So, but he's just having fun now.
Darren, your sons Corey and Brandon, first of all, Corey, he was mucking about with the mini trotters there for a while, but neither of them have followed you into the harness racing.
No, Corey got his trial drives. He had about 6 drives and he likes them, but he wasn't really interested. So he ended up going plumbing. A guy in Picton offered him a job and he's plumbing now, so he's got the right idea. And my oldest bloke, he's an electrician. So I've got a few tradesmen.
The terminology looks can be deceiving applies to Brandon. Now, I know both Corey and Brandon pretty well, and they're both very well-mannered, respectful young men, but Brandon's a type where he could turn into a fierce competitor in the blink of an eye because he's a martial arts champion.
Yeah, he's since he left school, he left school, he got into martial arts and he done a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is pretty popular now with the cage fighting and that. And he trained over here at Bankstown with Rob Whittaker and that, and he learned a lot. And he's been to, I think we took him to 3 or 4 world championships in America, where he got a gold medal and a second. And yeah, he loves it, and he still trains now. He does a lot of that now and a lot of training, so he's very fit. But he just loves it. I don't know how he does it.
Darren, we won't name the particular rugby league team involved. We won't give anything away, but he did help out teaching rugby league teams about the wrestling in the play of the ball.
Yeah, a few of the guys from one of the rugby league teams, they used to go to the gym there and learn how to wrestle, like to tackle. So the boys, they used to wrestle with them and teach them how to hold them down and things like that. Yeah, they do a fair bit of that.
Well, Darren, as I said, you're on the verge of 2 milestones, but you didn't realise these statistics. You're not 1 for keeping stats.
No, not really. I'm just happy going around, and I don't drive as much now. I just, I only drive a couple of times a week now, but I just got a nice little team, and I've got a couple of good owners. Glenn Holland, one of my best good mate of mine, he's got a lot of horse with me, and he's happy he just gets a few horses going, and we just go to the races and hope we can win some. But he might end up with a good horse one day. He has dropped the hammer, and he's working on it.
Well, Darren, in the next week or so, you're going to tick off both those records as a trainer and a driver. Good luck, and thanks for joining us on Clubman Angle TV.
Yeah, thanks a lot.